Hey there, friends. I hope you're having an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. It is a spectacular day, sunny here in Washington, D.C. I've got the Washington Monument right back there, and I'm sitting behind a beautiful pool in front of the African American Museum. I wanted to share a couple things with you, and I want to give you an opportunity to participate in something. So the response to what we've been putting out there for this new program, our Pivot Launch Formula, has been, I don't want to say overwhelming, but it's been incredible. So the support is amazing. Oh, look at all the folks who are joined. Hey, Ray, Mary Ellen. Oh, mwah, love you guys. So one of the things that we really wanted to drill down on is to get your feedback on this workshop. What is it, what are two questions that you would like to see answered in a workshop about reinvention? So, we're living in a very disruptive world right now. And I think that there's nothing that's happening in our personal worlds that is not required. So I want to say that again so we all hear it, and I remind myself as well every time I say it, that everything that is happening is required. Everything that is happening is required. In fact, I think it's such an important statement that you can write it on a little sticky and put it in your notebook, or put it on your computer, laptop, or on the rear view mirror of the car. Because it's such an empowering, and more than just empowering, it's a law. It's a law of the universe that nothing is happening without a reason or a purpose. So it's required in some way. So if you're having a challenge in your business or in your personal life, or there's just some area that you want to improve, it could be that you realize that maybe the thing that you're doing for a living isn't fully in alignment with your heart. That it feels a little out of integrity even to just be doing it for the money, or maybe your health isn't great, or there's been a challenge in partnerships or in personal, more intimate relationships. Everything that's happening is required. So to take that, to know that that's the truth, and then to be asking yourself, well, what do I do with that? How do I utilize that? Because that's true alchemy, is when we're able to utilize change, not just manage change. That's sort of the old paradigm, but new paradigm to me is how do we utilize it? How do we truly turn lead into gold, turn the cow patty into fertilizer for our lives? And that's what jazzes me up. That's what excites our team, how we believe we can make a really big difference. So I want to know from you, and our team wants to know from you, what are two questions or two things that you would like to learn or have answered during our workshop? So the workshop, just to remind you, starts next week, Tuesday. That's when the magic begins, on Tuesday, the 25th of April. And the registration for this free workshop, this complimentary 4-video workshop, ends at 11:59 p.m. on Monday night, and that's Pacific. We had some questions about, is it 11:59, Eastern time? Is it Central time? So for those of you that are in Central or Mountain time or on the East Coast, you get a couple of extra hours, because it's 11:59 p.m. Pacific time when we will close registration for the free complimentary course that we're going to be delivering starting on Tuesday. And ahead of that, over the next couple of days, and you can post those questions, those things that you would like to have answered during this workshop, because the workshop's going to take place over about a 2-week period. It's 4 different modules to it. And so if there's a question or something that's on your heart that you'd like to have answered, in the comments right below, please go ahead and indicate what question you'd want answered or what subject you'd like addressed during the workshop. And also, we're going to have a free gift, something really beautiful, which is a Kickstart guide, an action guide that we're going to send to anybody that shares the link. So it's pivotlaunchformula.com, pivotlaunchformula.com. So if you share the link or you share the video, one of these Facebook Lives that I'll be doing all week long, if you share it and you comment, I want to say and, you share and you comment, then we're going to go ahead and send you that Kickstart guide. One of our team members will reply to you in a private message, get information so that we can send you that Kickstart guide, just as a way to say thank you for sharing the love, sharing the message. Look, if you're reinventing some area of your life, as we all are, I think pivoting is a process, because it's how it helps us to deal with what the universe says is required, okay? As I said at the very beginning, everything that's happening in our lives or in our businesses is required on some level. So how to utilize that, how to get the juice out of it, is really the art. It's the science and it's the art of successful living. And to me, it's the art and science of successful pivoting, which is a life skill that we all need to continue to practice. And we ought to be teaching our kids how to do this when they're very, very young. and we should be teaching it in business schools. And I know I just used that word should, but I really think it's required to learn how to use and utilize what is required as what's showing up in our lives. And that means to utilize change. So if you want to make a change, if you're looking to create a business on the side, like a side hustle, while you're still working your plan A, you want to create a plan B, this is one of the most profound ways to not only elevate yourself in terms of doing what you love, increasing your cash flow, bringing more money in, being able to give yourself new options to create freedom, sometimes time freedom even, to buy back your time, whether you want to make improvements to relationships, or you just want to be in better health, or you want to get on a spiritual path, or you want to elevate the level at which you are currently experiencing spirit in your own life. All of these things are worthy and required pivots for all of us, and we all have them going on simultaneously in different ways. We want to support you. Our team is so jazzed up to do that. So please go ahead below and comment. What are those 2 questions, those 2 things that you absolutely would love to have addressed or answered during the workshop that will start on the 25th? Registration ends on the 24th, so I hope it's very, very clear. It takes 10 seconds. I think Jeannie yesterday commented that when she went to Pivot Launch Formula, pivotlaunchformula.com, to register for this thing, it took less than 10 seconds. So look, the moment you decide, you're already there. The moment you decide, it's already done. Those are not my words. That's actually from Jonathan Livingston Seagull, a very old book. But it's one of the most profound statements, that decision, a moment of decision, is so crucial. And so for you, part of the moment of decision is to take 10 seconds and go and register, because maybe your heart is telling you, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, or I just want to experience more joy in my life. I want to have more peace. I want more money. I want to have better health. I want to actually love what I do and wake up in the morning and love my life and mean it. And truthfully, if you wake up in the morning and you don't mean it, even if you say it, I love my life, and you don't mean it yet, that's okay. We have to learn how to love our lives. And that's something, that for me dropped in after I was 40 years old. And thankfully, knock on this bald piece of wood here, it's been a practice ever since. It's unfolding all the time. It's nothing but a blessing each and every day. But it's a learned process. It's not a plan, it's a process. So anyway, mwah, I love my life. Oh, I see the love of my life, Randy, on there. Baby, go ahead. 2 things. Write down 2 comments. 2 things that you want to have answered in the program. And of course, if you share and you comment, share this with your community and comment, we're going to send you a beautiful gift. All right, ciao for now, everybody. I'm going to walk over to the monument, and then I'm going to go see the Holocaust Museum as well. And I've got some other meetings in Washington, and then flying back to San Diego bright and early tomorrow. So, okay, we'll check in with you tomorrow. Have a beautiful and amazing day, everybody. Ciao.